Hey guys, it's Carly, and welcome back to 88 Characters. Now today, I think it's a very important episode because I'm going to teach you 99 words. I'm just kidding. But I am going to teach you 10 characters that can be turned into 99 numbers. That's right, I'm going to go over the numbers in Chinese. Now, I say that this is a very important episode because in Chinese, we see numbers in the names of a lot of things. But before we begin, remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Alright, now get ready to focus and let's jump right in. So, let's start with numbers 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, these characters are going to be the easiest number characters that you'll ever see because they are really just 1 stick, 2 sticks, and 3 sticks. Okay, now moving on to number 4. 4. 4. And although this character does not have 4 sticks, it does have 4 sides, and you can see it as a window with curtains. Now, a fun fact about this number is that it's considered quite unlucky in the Chinese culture because it sounds very similar to our character for death. And so you'll often find that in hotels or in buildings that they will just completely not have a 4th floor. Or in some hotels, they might choose to omit any room numbers that could contain the number 4. And next for number 5, which is 5. 5. Now you might need your imagination for this a little bit because, well, I think it looks like an iron with the top stroke for the handle. If you don't see it as an iron, feel free to comment down below and share with everyone what you think it looks like. And next for number 6, which is 6. 6. Now, this you can see it as a house or a shed. And for number 6, as opposed to number 4, we consider it quite lucky in the Chinese culture. And one interesting thing that I always like to note is the hand gesture that we have for it, which is this. Now, I know in some other cultures it may mean something else, but for us this is number 6, and it also resembles the character as well, because if you flip it upside down, you can see the 2 fingers as the 2 strokes. Next for number 7, which is 7. 7. For this one, if you really focus, you can see it as an upside down 7, the kind that is drawn like this. And we also have quite a fun, interesting hand gesture for this one as well because we gather our thumb, index, and middle finger, like this. So this is number 7 for us. And now for my personal favorite, which is number 8. 8. 8. Now you might recognize that it looks very similar to our characters 人 and 入. But this time the 2 strokes are not touching each other, and you can also see it as a mustache. So number 8 in the Chinese culture is considered very lucky because it sounds very similar to our character for getting rich. And because of this, a lot of people purposefully choose phone numbers or car license plates that have the number 8 in it. And so for this one, our hand gesture also resembles the character. We do this for number 8. And so you can flip it upside down, and then the 2 fingers would be the 2 strokes. And next for number 9, which is 9. 9. Now, I see this as a very steep slide, those kind that have a rise at the end. And this is quite an interesting number as well, because in Chinese culture, it's a very respected number, because it's considered as the biggest number. And so in ancient Chinese history, the king's gowns would often have 9 dragons on them. And for the hand gestures for number 9, we do this. Because number 10 is a full fist, so number 9 is 1 less. So lastly for number 10, which is 10. 10. And this is a relatively simple character as well, because you can see it as either just a cross, or you could see a 4-way intersection. And like I mentioned before, the hand gesture would be a whole fist, which symbolizes a hole. And there you go. That's the 10 numbers in Chinese. And at this point, some of you might be wondering that how can we turn these 10 numbers into 99 numbers? Because there must be some kind of variations, right? But no, Numbers in Chinese is quite straightforward in that way. For example, if we wanted to say 11, it would be a 10 and a 1. So we would say 11, 11. And for 12, which is a 10 and a 2, it would be 12, 12. 13 is a 10 and a 3, so you've guessed it, 13, 13, and so on. And next for numbers, for example, 20. It is 2 tens, so we would say 20, 20. And for 30, which is 3 tens, we say 30, 30. 40, we say 40, 40, and so on. I think you get the point. So for example, if we wanted to say 45, it is 4 tens plus a 5. It would be 45, 45. Or perhaps 23, which is 2 tens and a 3. So 23, 23. Okay, I have one for you. How about 63? Pause the video here and write it down somewhere. Okay, so it would be 63, 63, because it's 6 tens and a 3. Did you get it right? Okay, last one, which is 77. It would be 77, 77. Okay, now I'm not going to go through all 99 numbers because I will leave that to you. And that's it for this episode. Now, before I let you go, did anybody realize that we use the number 88 for this series name because it's a very lucky number? It's okay if you didn't, but then I think it's time you watch this video back again. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like it and share it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Now, if you have a question, if anything was unclear, or you just want to share an opinion with everybody, feel free to leave a comment down below. Okay, 下次见. I'll see you next time. Bye! Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out the link below for more fun info about this topic. See ya!